Is the U.S. moon landing plan a show, or is it true? Bill has been posting lies on the streets all his life. In order to verify the enhancement of the Apollo moon landing plan, Wendley built a site on the Earth to simulate the photos taken by Rafa on the moon and reveal it from the following points. Open the answer. Judging from the shooting angle of this photo, the U-navigator should be in the shadow part. Why can the overall details be seen so clearly? Why is the English of the object not parallel? Number 3. What can't be seen in all the photos taken by Lessau 1 star at a time? There is no Buddha on the moon. Why do you feel that the flag is in a strong breeze? Research 5. Why the moon landing plan that was completed in the 1960s cannot be completed now? Most people in the 1960s were not able to use their own cognition, and it was not as real as the plan realized that everyone is immersed in space and win the comprehensive entertainment of space. China. As the person in charge of a certain technical publication, the director of a technical publication questioned that year. He thought that the number 30 officer took the elevator to reach the command gun and did not go in. Instead, he went down from other places because of that. Why don't you want to risk the lives of astronauts? This statement is not a myth. You may not know that in the first 14 months of the Apollo way, Armstrong was not a 07 lunar lander. But the result was unexpected. The entire lander lost control in the air. In the pre-crash scene, Armstrong ejects and escapes biltons, and a lander like that just won't work on the moon. Sue's camera has been modified to hang on the spacesuit, and the crew members don't need to shoot all over the world or look at the viewfinder. Just press the shutter for the object facing the car, and the villain thinks they are lying? You just announced that the photo is perfect. If you want to achieve this effect, you need to adjust the focus, set the shutter speed and the aperture size precisely. How does the astronaut accomplish these actions in this stupid glove? Wendell gave the answer. The camera used by the astronaut is equipped with many small slides that have been set in advance to focus near, middle, and far. Astronauts only need to push these slides to adjust various parameters, and the contact surface of the shutter has also been changed to make it easier to use with gloves. And ordinary travelers can take the camera home. Practice shooting yourself and your family's life, and you will be proficient in this shooting method. But the English on the second student's photo is one of the strongest evidences that we have not been to the moon, because the only light source on the new moon is the sun. The shadow of the object should also be parallel. Why do some people look in different directions as if two light sources are shining from different angles? Physicist Cook gave an explanation. If the camera uses a wide-angle lens or is in a place with grass, the shadows formed will be moved. When the astronauts got off the plane at the beginning of the month, the color of the picture was very bright. In addition to the direct sunlight, the light on the surface of the moon will also reflect the risk. This picture is not suitable for the light reflected by the aircraft itself, which will also make the astronauts more comfortable. His national conditions on the moon are cool on both sides because this country uses the 156 market. The material is translucent and the light can be seen clearly no matter where it is from. Floating with the wind, when the astronauts spliced the two hotels together, they were awkwardly mobilized and inserted into the prison to torture the prisoners. Without fixed feet, it will roll upwards, and the hotel they use is very elastic. After it is released, it will continue to shake, and the stars cannot be seen. A better explanation is to use the camera to take a photo of him and the state-owned enterprise. In order to prevent the characters from being overexposed, the amount of light input there will be very few, so there will be no prospects, but these will not satisfy people's curiosity. The problem is why some preaching dust is pushed when the lander touches down. The impact of the 60 schedule on the surface of the moon is not only carefully observed in the photos, but also we can see that the surface of the ball under the rocket spraying wine is promising to catch up. We will get more favorable evidence. Perhaps from the reaction of the Soviet Union, we can see that the United States and the Soviet Union were at that time. The Soviet Union already has the technical means to monitor the ear logic mission. If it is fake, the Soviet Union can stand up and expose it, but they have no evidence to prove that this landing is talking about it. Now people suspect that there are primitive computers and manufacturing capabilities in the 1960s. Why do we need to wait another 25 years for the current high technology to be able to land on the moon? Is it true that all the technology they lost for many months is as he said?